Hey y'all, it's Janay. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are getting into a new moon pole dance meditation for the new moon in Aries. So yes, let's get into it. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Kelsey. I'm a pole dancer and pole instructor. I talk about all things pole on my channel. I give you guys tips, tricks, tutorials, and pretty much whatever else I feel like. But today we are getting into this new moon in Aries and using it for a pole dance manifestation meditation. So this is gonna be the second video I've done like this on my channel. It's something new that I'm doing. I really want to integrate spirituality into my channel. I really want to integrate, you know, just the things that I'm doing in my personal life to keep me spiritually grounded, and how it helps me in pole dancing as well, and how pole dancing helps me as well as a spiritual practice, and really just kind of intertwining the two together, because that's how I use spirituality and pole dancing in my life. Like, they are both intertwined and I can't have one without the other. And so I just want to share that journey with you guys, and hopefully it resonates with other people. I already know there's some people who've been really vibing with these videos, so I'm really excited about it. I've been trying to record this video all week. Like it's Friday. It is 2:50 p.m. right now, and I've been trying to record this video all week because I really wanted to get it out. And I also have another video that I've already recorded. I just need to edit it and post it, but I haven't been able to do it because of what's happening in the sky. That's just what I'm attributing it to, is like everything that's been going on with the planets. Now, I'm not gonna say like I'm an astrologer or anything like that, but I do really pay attention to the planets and what they're doing. I read my birth chart all the time. I see how it's being affected by the current sky and things like that. Some of my favorite people to follow and learn from are Baha'i Life. I really love her channel. I love her podcast. She really helps make it easy to understand what's going on, which is why I really vibe with her, because she really just breaks everything down in a way that is easy to understand and absorb if you're interested in learning about astrology, because we all know it could be a lot. Because first of all, you got all the planets, you got all the stars, you got all the signs. And I think I'm just gonna go with the card that just came out. I'm not gonna flip it over yet until I'm done talking, so I can finish my thoughts, so we can, you know, see what came out together. But basically, I watch Baha'i Life. I listen to her podcast. I also have the Janay app on my phone. If you don't know what that is, Janay Nicholas is an astrologer, and she like has like a best-selling book in the New York Times, which I don't have it in here. I will go get it, but it's called actually no, let me go get it real quick. All right, well, I don't know where I put that book, but I will insert a picture of it right here so you can see what it looks like. It's called You're Born for This by Janay Nicholas. She's an astrologer, woman of color, super dope. My sister put me onto her, so I've really been just kind of in tune with what she's doing. I follow her Twitter. She also has an app called the Janay app, and I will show you guys. I have it up right here. She gives you a card every week, then it gives you all the information about your chart, your horoscope, all that stuff, what's going on in the sky. She has guided meditations, workshops, journal prompts. So I really just kind of just do my research and kind of see like who sticks out to me. But I'm saying all this to say is that these are all the people who inspire me when it comes to my spiritual journey and just trying to like really get in touch with myself. And like through this whole week, and actually past couple of weeks, I have not felt like myself. Okay, I've been feeling like really just all over the place, not organized, not together, not motivated, just a lot of disarray in my house personally. My cat just got neutered, so that was new for me. I've never had to deal with an animal who had surgery, so that was just a lot to deal with, like for 2 weeks, keeping him in a room. So the fact that I had to keep him confined was really difficult, and just like even more difficult for me for already being confined in the house because of the pandemic. I felt like I couldn't focus on other things, trying to take care of him, then just other stuff going on within my household and my relationship, my partner having his own stuff going on, and it's like we both had things going on, and it was just like too much disarray, too much chaos, too many things like just coming in at different angles. But like everything that was going on, now looking back in hindsight, because you know they always say hindsight is 20/20, everything wasn't that deep. Like everything that's been going on was not that deep. And what I wanted to talk about was how like the things I've been learning about what's going on in the sky this week is that like communication, I guess, was going to be very rocky over these next couple weeks, or this past week or something like that. So I'm actually just gonna open up my journal and just like go through my notes that I have been taking, and like just trying to sit with myself and really just trying to like, you know, collect myself and get myself together so I can work and I can produce and I can do things. And it's just like what a time, because that is what the new moon in Aries represents. It represents vitality and strength and pushing forward with your goals and with your plans, and like not letting the little things stop you or get in your way, and not let them distract you, because that's really what it is. It's just distractions or like miscommunications. Like that was the big thing. And actually I'm gonna look up in my phone right now what it actually was in the sky, like where that miscommunication was coming from, because I feel like it was something like Mercury was in Aries, so Mercury represents communications, how we talk to people and things like that. And yeah, it's a very fiery sign. I feel like that's a good energy to have, right? But you got to know how to use it. Times where like things are just kind of messed up or kind of rocky, or you're thrown in a situation that you weren't expecting. Like, how are you going to navigate that without letting the anger and frustration overcome you? And that is a lesson that I have been learning over these past few weeks, because girl, I got a little mouth on me, okay? I do. Like, I can just go off at the mouth, and that's something I'm really trying to work on, you know, because it's like it's not necessary, it doesn't help, and that energy can be directed in other ways that are more beneficial, that are healthier, that are more positive, even if I'm not feeling positive. So the moon is in Pisces. That was the other thing. So the moon is in Pisces right now, and the emotions are becoming too much. And me with my Aquarius sun, sis, me and emotions don't really rock like that. Like, I don't got time to be really, like, you know what I'm saying, being real and being vulnerable with emotions, but I know it's necessary for growth, so I'm trying to work through that as well. But I do get really overwhelmed when it comes to dealing with high emotions. Like, when there's a lot of emotions in my life, or a lot of things going on that evoke a lot of emotions, or people around me are going through things, like, I am so sensitive to all of that I'm just like, bro, like, I just need to shut down and like just shut everything off. Like, I just need to, like, you know, distance myself and, you know, be away from everything and everyone. And that's not always like the healthiest thing to do, but as an Aquarius, that is just like, you know what I'm saying, it's in my DNA. Like, I really, like, I don't make the rules. Trying to learn how to deal with that though, and not like use it as a negative coping mechanism, because it really can be bad. Like, you can't just cut everybody off. Like, you still need to talk, you still need to communicate, you still need to be an adult, you still need to live life. Like, life doesn't stop. Life doesn't stop just because, you know, an obstacle happens. Life doesn't stop just because you're in your feelings about something. Like, bro, you need to get it together one way or another. So that's what I've been learning. And the Aries new moon, the really beautiful time to do that is what I've been hearing from like Bahati Life and from the Janay app. The Aries new moon, again, we are in a new astrological cycle. It's a new zodiac new year. This is the first new moon of the new year, and the new moon is in Aries, and it's really just pushing us to really, like, whatever we want, bro, now is the time to do it. Now is the time to take charge, use that energy, use that fire to do what we need to do. I'm really going to be setting some very specific intentions about what I want my life to look like, and that is a big part of it as well. What do you want? This is also a time to kind of be selfish, not in a way where it's like fuck everybody else, but like in a sense that, you know, you put yourself first. Another theme that's been coming up for me lately has been like surrendering. So like, don't try to control the situation, just focus on yourself and what you can do now. And I think that's a big thing. A lot of people need to hear that, bro. Like, life can't really control life, but you do have a choice of how you live yours. So you need to make the conscious effort to really put your energy in places where it's going to be beneficial for you in a way that is most beneficial to your highest self. So am I going to be sit here and be frustrated and be angry and just live my life that way? No, because that's not how I want to be. That's not how my highest self is. My highest self knows how to deal with any situation and get through anything. So I need to make sure I'm constantly nourishing her and her spirit, so, you know, that's who I can be at all times. So yeah, that's what's been going on in my life. And the thing too, like, I find that what's been helping me as well is focusing on all the positive things in my life. Whenever we do get those obstacles or things that kind of like throw us off track a little bit, focus on the things good that are happening, because even though bad stuff might be happening in life, there's still good that's happening too, and you can't ignore that. So I really had to really sit down and count my blessings. Like, okay, I woke up today. Every new day is a blessing. The weather has been beautiful. I've been going out to the park all week, like multiple times this week, which has been beautiful because it's one of my favorite things to do, just sit out in nature and get grounded that way. So I highly suggest doing that as well. If you really want to get your spirit together, please go spend some time in nature. My cat finally has his cone off. Like, he's finally healed from his neuter surgery, so he can, you know, go back to living life normally. I don't have to keep him in this room. I don't have to deal with him being depressed. What else has been happening? Oh, I taught a virtual private lesson with one of my favorite podcasters. Like, bro, like, it's so crazy how the universe really works, bro. Like, I've been listening to this woman, Debbie L. London. She has a podcast called God Anagram, and I don't need to say anything more. Like, the title really speaks for itself, and like, I just highly suggest everyone to go tap in with her and listen to her podcast, because she gets her life together. I've been listening to her. I found her like basically at the beginning of quarantine, like last year. I've been listening to her for like a year at this point, and the fact that she booked a pole session with me, bro, I'm just like, what? I wasn't even focused on that. I was focused on all the other bad things that were going on that, again, were not even that serious, that I could not even like be happy about the fact that this was happening right in front of my face. So I had to shift my focus. What else happened? I hit 10,000 subscribers on here, bro. Like, what? That is insane. 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, I did not I'm actually not gonna say I didn't think that would happen, because I asked for that to happen. Actually, I literally asked for that to happen, for me to be growing on YouTube in this way, and the fact that it's literally happening right in front of my eyes, like, I really can't deal with it. And I'm just so thankful for all y'all who really like resonate with me and really fuck with me. Like, the fact that I can just come on here and be myself and somebody feels it and you're just like, yeah, like, I feel you, like, that feels so good and so dope. And I'm so thankful for all of y'all. Like, you have no idea. Yeah, so that happened. I found out Young Pole Master is coming to my city in a couple of weeks. Like, if you don't know who that is, he is a super dope pole dancer, pole choreographer, pole instructor, and I believe he's based out in LA. I know he's like out on the West Coast somewhere, but he's coming here to Pittsburgh, so I'm gonna be able to take class with him. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's gonna be super, super cool. It's just like, there's so many good things happening like right in front of me. Like, so sometimes you really just need to like sit down and like really think about all the good things that are happening in your life, because like there is a lot of good. There are so many things to be thankful for every single day, regardless of what difficult situations you might be going through. You have the vitality, the energy, the power, the knowledge, everything to get through that and do exactly what you want to do with your life. And I'm a living testament to that. That's why I'm making this video, because it's like, I have to let y'all know. Yeah, that was a mouthful. Mind you, this video is not planned. Let me say that too. I'm a person, I like to plan every single thing out and have it like all in order and all together. Blah, blah, blah. It needs to be perfect. It needs to be outlined. I need to be prepared. I need to have a script. No, this is all coming off at the top of my head. So whatever I've been talking about the last, I don't know, 20 minutes at this point is what I've been talking about, and I'm just gonna roll with it and just trust it and trust that I'm doing what I need to do and sharing it with who I need to share it with. So let's get into this card now. Let's see what this card has for us, y'all. I literally can't make this up. I literally can't make this up. What do you need to release? What do you need to release? It's waning moon. That's the journal prompt for today. What do you need to release? Time to let it go. That was the energy of the last video that I did too, was like letting go, shedding. So let's read about this waning moon and what it means. The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. Surrender, that's a word that's been coming up a lot lately, and it's clearly coming up in this card. Like, life goes in cycles, sometimes we need downtime or to let go. Letting go, surrendering, stop trying to have control. That's a big theme that's been coming up for me, so that's what I feel the need to share. Like, if you feel like you just need to surrender your ego, surrender your emotions, surrender the things that you're trying to control, you know, experience life, feel the feelings, and move through it with ease and intention, y'all. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked for better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle, so what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. I know I've been trying hard these past couple of weeks, and I actually had a reading a couple weeks ago, or like a week ago, with my girl Solange. I'll put her Instagram here and her information right here and have her link down below, because she's the truth, and she was talking a lot about that in the reading. Like, stop trying so hard, sis. Like, you don't have nothing to prove. Let it go. Relax. Like, what are you trying to do all this for? That's something that's been coming up a lot for me too. Like, came up a lot in that reading with her. I literally need to learn how to let go and surrender. So maybe this is just a message for me, and y'all are just like witnessing my downfall right now. No, I'm just kidding. You know, I hope somebody like resonates with this too, and that it's just not just me exposing myself. Attune to the moon. It's safe to let go and move on. That's an affirmation. It's safe to let go and move on. Repeat that to yourself. I'm actually going to be repeating that when we get into the poll session. Additional meanings for this card. Move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not the time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga, and you know we are getting into this meditation today. Soon you will see what lies ahead. So That is a word. So the teaching of this card, and this is the last paragraph. At the time of the waning cycle, take a moment to look up in the skies every night. You will see the moon growing smaller and smaller as she moves from full to new again. So that's like really crazy. Like it's leading up to the new moon right now, and I've been peeping the moon, and she's like literally getting, you know, more and more shadowy. You can see less and less, and the fact that this card comes up literally leading up to the new moon is kind of crazy. But it's the time when things are falling away. It's certainly not the time to cling on to anyone or anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phase, so hunker down and start the regeneration process. And that is the card for today. So we're going to go ahead and get into this journal writing. I'm going to be writing with this card. I'm just going to be going based off of this, and I'm also going to be working with these crystals and learning more about them. I have my moonstone, so I'm going to be using this today. Very, very pretty. And I'm going to be using it over the next few days leading up until the new moon and probably a little bit after. And then I have my quantum quattro, which I love this stone. It's so beautiful. It's so bright. Yeah, like this is gorgeous. These are probably going to be my stones leading up to the new moon. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this journal session. So here are the journal prompts we're going to be using for this pole meditation for the new moon in Aries. The first one is, what do you need to release? And the second one is, how do you see yourself this summer? So I'm going to go ahead and share what I wrote for these journal prompts. So as far as what I need to release, I said I need to release old expectations, old coping mechanisms, self-doubt, being easily distracted, not listening to my intuition, letting the physical world distract me from my spiritual journey, being scared to embrace change, assumptions, and hyper independence. And as for how do I see myself this summer, I see myself having fun with my family and my friends, enjoying working out and just, you know, getting my body together, eating healthier. I see myself having the best work-life balance I've ever had, having new and fulfilling experiences that nourish my soul, making new friends who are into spirituality and astrology like me, getting a lot of cool work done, reaching new milestones, and collaborating with like-minded individuals. And then I went on to write about my stones. So I have my moonstone and my quantum quattro. So I just went ahead and did some research in my phone and kind of just wrote down the characteristics of these stones and their metaphysical healing properties, and kind of just what stood out to me and the energy that I can use and pull during this new moon that I will also be integrating into my pole dance meditation. So yeah, that is all I journaled about. Definitely let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable, what came out for you, what things are you releasing, and how do you see yourself this summer? Now getting into this pole dance meditation, of course, I'm going to start with a warm up. I'm going to do a little bit of low flow, and I decided to do this a little bit more freeform. So you can go ahead and feel free to follow along with what I'm doing, or you can do your own warm up. I really encourage you just to get in touch with yourself, but no matter what, before you do any type of pole dancing, always make sure you warm up, you stretch, and you get your muscles prepared for the workout ahead. Now getting into my pole session, I'm going to be all over the place. I started off, just wearing socks. I'm going to throw on heels at some point, and then I think I took the heels off at another point. So definitely do that. You can do what you want when you're poling. You don't always have to have this structure. But the theme for my session today was working hard. So I'm ready to get my body together. I keep saying hot girl summer is around the corner, y'all. So I have been super serious about working out more and doing more pole workouts just to get my body together, to get things tightened up and nice and toned and ready for the summer, because I am trying to pop out. So yes, I'm going to be doing a bunch of, crunches and push-ups and things on the pole that really condition my body. But I also still wanted to do some soft, flowy movement. So that's what I ended up doing as well. Because although I have a lot of power and vitality right now, especially with this new moon in Aries, this fiery energy, I still need to be cognizant of how I'm using it and not forcing things. So I am going to be doing a lot of slow, flowy movement, but a lot of powerful movement as well. Just because I'm moving slow, I really am engaging my muscles in a lot of different ways to try to have these nice, strong movements that look like they're subtle, that look like they're soft, but I'm really working my ass off and working my muscles to do these things. So yeah, feel free to do whatever resonates with you. If there's anything that I'm doing during my pole session that you want to try, definitely do that. And if you happen to post your pole dance videos on Instagram, definitely tag me so I can see them. I always love seeing that when you guys are watching my videos and trying out things that I'm doing on here. I think that's so cool. But I am going to kind of end talking here. I'm just going to leave off with what I wrote in my journal as it pertains to the new moon in Aries. And I wrote, be mindful of your thoughts, language, communication, because manifestation energy is high right now. Keep your thoughts positive and abundant. A lot of magnetic energy is surrounding us right now, so be mindful of what you're attracting. You have the power to create joy. So that is what I'm going to leave you with, you guys. And I'm also going to leave you with the affirmations I will be meditating on during this pole session. I trust the process of life. I am safe. I am a divine expression of life. I love and accept myself where I am right now. I love and approve of myself. I am loving and lovable. I now discover how wonderful I am. I choose to love and enjoy myself. There is always a new and better way for me to experience life. I forgive and release the past. I move into joy. All right, y'all, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this meditation. Remember to repeat your affirmations to yourself as you're dancing. I hope you enjoyed this new moon pole meditation. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for vibing with me. Let me know in the comments if this resonated with you and if it helped you to work through some things, or even just clarify the things that you want to manifest for yourself right now. Like I said, this is a very strong time to do that, this new moon in Aries. So yeah, thank you again, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. you.